Hello and welcome back to the Redmen TV. It's team news. We had the team before it was announced, but now Liverpool have beaten us to it because size of tit and didn't have any sound plugged in. We had me mic'd up. We just didn't have, the rest of it hooked up. So we got Simon Mignolet in goal, Joe Gomez, Joel Matip, Dejan Lovren, Alberto Moreno. Milner is wrong. We've got Jordan Henderson in there, I reckon. We've got Emre Can playing there. We're not having fun with these magnets today. We've got Mo Salah on the right, Phil Coutinho on the left, Roberto Firmino up top. That's the team. We've got Karius, we've got Milner, we've got Sturridge. Yeah, he's got that right. We've got Solanke, we've got Klavan. We've got Oxlade-Chamberlain and Trent. He was so right. He got the entire squad right. One player wrong in the entire squad. Well played, Paul. Well played. So this is the team that is going to face off against Leicester. So, back five, no Trent Alexander-Arnold, I suppose, is first and foremost. Alberto Moreno keeps his place. Robertson's not on the bench either. We got Henderson, Wijnaldum, Can. This is playing with my OCD big time, but I daren't touch any of the players now because they're up. And you've seen the problems that we've had with the magnets, almost as bad as the problems that we've had with the sound. So Salah, Firmino, Coutinho, that's a good front three. This is the last game that Sadio Mane will be missing now. Obviously, we need to right the wrongs of Tuesday night against Leicester where we were beaten 2-0. Okazaki, Vardy, both starting. Mahrez apparently starting for Leicester as well. So two full-strength teams barring Sadio Mane going head-to-head at the King Power Stadium at 5:30. Wow. What are the options we've got off the bench? Well, let's look at it. Actually, we've got Sturridge that we can bring on. We've got Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, much maligned Oxlade-Chamberlain after his first full-team debut on Tuesday night. Dom Solanke's a good option. Milner if we want to settle something down. Klavan, Trent, and obviously Karius as the goalkeeper. He picked Phil Coutinho as his 15-2 as well. First goal scorer, so that sounds good to me as well. So full Leicester team. Schmeichel, Simpson, Morgan, Maguire, Chilwell after a good performance the other night, Ndidi, King, O'Brighton, Mahrez, Okazaki after his goal the other night, and Jamie Vardy, who was rumoured to be missing, but is now facing Liverpool. So, wow, there we go. I'm going to get into the comments section a little bit. It's just all saying no sound as it catches up. We've got the audio. Yay! Awesome! Leicester, 3-1 Leicester, boys. Put money on it now. No. Why is Henderson playing? He is awful, says Ty Randall. Mubaka says, Firmino central. Yes, that is good, actually. And not to be underrated in any way. Anthony Backs looks like an NFL team with all those players on the board. NFL teams have 11 players, just like football teams. So yeah, you're right. You're spot on. There's 53 in the squad, I believe. Our left side of the defence is poo. Moreno shite and Lovren just as bad, said Sam King. Less of the negativity. Come on. Liverpool are playing Leicester in the Premier League. We're on a bad run. Of course we are. But can we go and win this game? Of course we can. Come on. Reshav Jossi says new formation. Is this about this? It was supposed to be a 4-3-3. So there you go. Why don't we try our youth? They seem to be doing good and have a lot of confidence at the moment. Worth a shot. How worse could it be? Says Edgy Boy Niall or Niall. Yeah, I think, you should be getting a chance, but Joe Gomez is getting a chance there, isn't he? He's a youth player. Trent Alexander-Arnold's a youth player. He's been getting a chance as well. We've got a young side. We've had a proper bad start to the season, or a proper bad week anyway. I just hope the performance improves, and I hope the results improves more importantly than that, because, as well as Liverpool have played, we've not got the results that we've wanted so far this season, especially since the Arsenal game. I just need to see Liverpool, if it's just grinding out a result, I'm not bothered. I just want to see Liverpool win today, and however we do it will be absolutely fine. Patriot 2-all. 2-all. I am going for a Liverpool victory. There you go. Rather Gruitch over Henderson, said Cameron Thaper. I don't think Gruitch has ever played in that number 6 position for us, so listen, you might want to see Chan drop in, and maybe you want to see Gruitch playing one of the more advanced midfield roles, and that's fair enough as well, but Gruitch hasn't done anything to make me think he's a better player than Jordan Henderson just yet. I know Jordan Henderson's not had a good start to the season. I know that. I've been here and I've stood here and I've rated him lowly, and I've talked about his poor performances for the last couple of weeks and stuff. Hopefully it is just the fact that he returned after a long layoff and just didn't find his rhythm very quickly, but he can be a good player for us. You know, there are a couple of question marks, though. I was speaking to Matt Ladston a few weeks ago and stuff, and he was questioning his running style, and I know that sounds mad because that's what Ferguson said about him and all that type of stuff, but he's not talking about the way in which he runs, he's talking about the way in which he moves since this injury, you know, and whether he wonders whether he's actually just not moving in the same way as he used to move, and whether that's playing into his performances and stuff. So that'll be interesting to keep an eye out. CFAS Show says, Chris, are you dying? No. Audio is fucked. Side fucked up again. Chris, your audio is off, man. It's not him. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. Super Silver says something really bad about my mum. Loving the fact all the trolls are helping the Redmen, says Northwest Rambler 89. I love that as well. Are the trolls in the chat? Are there? Oh, mate. Welcome. This is the Redmen TV. It's a Liverpool fan channel for Liverpool fans, and you're supporting it. Every time you view this, we get a little bit of money in our pocket, and you enable us to do what we do, and that is talk about the greatest team in football history, Liverpool Football Club. So once again, thank you for joining in the conversation. Engaging in the comments section helps us. The more engaged users we have, the more views we get, the more money we get, and the more able we are to do what we love. So thank you. You are just as important as any Liverpool fan watching this channel right now, except you're not, because we don't give a shit about you. But anyway, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Now jog on, yeah? Okay, Henderson got off a blind of this game, says Super Red. Yeah, he does. He really does. And Nicholas Elmsmith says clean sheet tonight, question mark. I wouldn't put money on it, but I do want to see it. How's that for you? They better not let us down, says Elliot Pitt. I don't want them to let themselves down. I don't want us to let us down. I don't want them to let that badge down and that shirt down. Brilliant. Retro Lib, Lovren, Hendo, what the fuck? My blood pressure. Ah! I do know what you mean, like, I do know what you mean. Are the Bitters losing, says Simo? Are they? Are they still... I think so, yeah. 1-0, was it? Bournemouth were beating them, weren't they? Curtis Patterson, hashtag Payjack out. There you go. It started. It's 1-1. Oh, it's 1-1. They're not losing. Would have been funny if they were losing. Sonny Johnson's just putting a load of gibberish in. Curtis Patterson, Payjack out again. Super Red, Salah to score first. Takir Hussein, fucking twat of a team. Takir, who would you put in that side, mate? Let us know. Edgy boy Niall. Why do I say Niall? Is it Niall? Who knows? Jamie Vardy's going to be fit for the match. How bad is that going to affect our defence? It could be bad. Chunder Cat says Payjack pant down. There we go. Payjack in for Lovren, says Super Silver. Who's going to fuck up first, Chris? Dejan or Moreno? No one. We're getting a clean sheet tonight, boys. We are getting a clean sheet. You heard it here first with minimal conviction. How's that? I'd replace Lovren with John Smith cutout. I love spaghetti, says Mr. Bolognese. That's the best comment I've read out in ages. I didn't know either because I always read the name second. Brilliant. You've killed me off there. Is Paul at the game? No, he's not. He'll be watching the game, but he's taking his missus out tonight. I'll donate $50 after a hat-trick tonight. Well, what you're saying there is I won't donate $50, but thank you, Piyush. That's amazing. Let's channel positivity for the Red, says Northwest Rambler 89 again. Yeah, why don't we do that? Why don't we channel some positivity? I hope people have gone and watched Paul's video on Clop Out. It was an epic rant. It was brilliant. You know what? Like, that Mates TV channel that he's got going on at the moment, there is some superb content on there, so do go and check it out. It's youtube.com/c/Mates TV. That's MAYCHTV. If you've not watched it, he talks about why you shouldn't be basically saying Clop Out, and it's just brilliant. It really is. Go and check it out. And if you've not subscribed to Paul's channel, please do. It's brilliant. Some of the content he's putting out is amazing. Daniel Sturridge says Clop Out. That's not the real Daniel Sturridge, I hope. Chris, any of you guys go into Russia, said JLFC, you'll never walk home. I do hope to go there one day. Yeah, I do. I want to do the, what's it called, the Trans-Mongolian Express, which starts off in Russia, get train all the way through Russia, and then into Mongolia and stuff. I kind of want to do that, but if you're talking about the game, no, I'm not going to the game in Russia. But I would love to do that also. Chris equals C Ronaldo. I hope not. He's a tit. Or maybe that's what you meant. Where's Payjack TV? Listen, I don't think the Y really fits in. I mean, I don't like the Y. It does fit in, Payjack. That's how loads of people spell my name. But yeah, I just don't think I'm cool enough to throw a Y into my name and start a channel. But there we go. It's not something I've ever really given any thought to. But if you wanna subscribe to my YouTube channel, you can. It exists. There's no content on there, but I do have a few subscribers, which is a bit weird. But anyway, there you go. Payjack Nudes. My name's Jack. Daniel Sturridge is just joking. There we go. Klopp just needs a new defensive coach to sort out his Procky 1984. I don't know whether I agree with that. I don't know what we work on in training and stuff defensive wise. But what I would say, and I've said it on one of the subscriber shows this week, is that, you know, Klopp hasn't bought enough defenders. I'm not talking about the centre-back from this season and stuff like that. I'm talking about, he signed Stephen Corker on loan. He signed Ragnar Klavan for about £4 million. He signed Joel Matip on a free. He signed Andy Robertson for £8 million. And that's all the defenders that I can remember him signing. So what we're doing now is we're playing with Simon Mignolet, Brendan Rodgers signing, Joe Gomez. I think that was a Brendan Rodgers signing as well. Dejan Lovren, probably a Brendan Rodgers signing. Moreno, Brendan Rodgers signing. So we're playing with four, probably, because Nathaniel Klein would probably be in there, of the back five that he's inherited. So he's not put enough of a stamp on that unit. So whether he needs a defensive coach, you might be right, he might need a defensive coach, but he certainly needs some of his players. And maybe Van Dijk was the one that it was supposed to be, obviously, but, you know, I think over it's just about 2 years now, isn't it, in October, I'd have expected him to make more signings to that shoddy defence, but you know what, he hasn't. I'll keep supporting the side. I'm never going to change that. That's just the way that I am. Do you think Liverpool fans should stick by Klopp's side and stop getting our knickers in a twist? Could be more colourful, however. This is a PG YouTube channel, says Greg Weeks. It's I think ultimately I do think Liverpool fans need to stick with Jurgen Klopp because I just don't think he's a bad manager. I think he's a really good manager. I think, you know, from an attacking sense, the team's improved. From a defensive sense, we've stagnated. Of course, we have. We will get good results this season. We're in a bad patch right now. We had a bad patch last season. We got through it. We managed to get fourth. We're not in as dire straits as we were in that January period from last year. Stand by your team. Stand by Jurgen Klopp. Stand by the players on the pitch. Analyse it afterwards, talk about it, of course talk about it. You're entitled to your opinions and all that type of stuff. But when it comes to pre-match, and if you're at the game, you've got to be supporting the team and the manager, no matter what you think of them. And for me, I will always back Jurgen Klopp. I love him as a manager. I love the fact that he gets us as fans. I love the fact that he gets Liverpool Football Club. I love the fact that he managed to get us fourth. And, you know, ultimately we didn't win the 2 finals that he's been in, but fourth place in 2 finals in 2 years isn't so bad from where we've been. And it's not from a position of, you know, a great position, isn't it? Liverpool haven't had enough success over the years. We haven't had a trophy since 2012. It's not been good enough. There's been loads of things that have happened to Liverpool over the last 10 years that means that that's the case. And listen, I think Jurgen Klopp's the man to do it. The owners, I'm not 100% sure on, if I'm honest. You know, there's not a lot of people talking about the FSG out now that the transfer window's ended and stuff, but I do have my question marks over FSG. I think everybody does. I really wanted to see them back the manager in this transfer window, go out there and make a massive statement, and I can't say that I believe that was the case. I think, you know, the sign of Virgil van Dijk obviously would have been a massive statement. The sign of Keita is a massive statement, but they don't help us now, do they? Because we didn't sign Virgil van Dijk. We haven't got Naby Keita to help us this season. And as such, I don't know whether this season's just been written off before it started. And if that's the case, I think that's absolutely criminal that you can write a full season off, because fans are there every week. You know, I might not be, but fans are there every week. We tune in every time Liverpool play, and to write off a season before it's even started would be terrible if that was the case. I'm not saying that is, but that's sometimes what it feels like. So there you go. Okay, back into the comments. Do you think Hendo's the best captain for us? And if not, who is in the squad, says Reece Clark. I don't think Henderson's the best player on the pitch, but I do think he's a good captain. I do think he's got that leadership potential, those leadership qualities and stuff. I look around the starting 11 today, and there's no one there that I think's going to be a better captain than him. I do think, you know, Emre Can's got some leadership qualities, but he's also got a brain fart in him as well. Makes probably more mistakes that leads to goals for me than Jordan Henderson does, and I think, you know, ultimately that's Emre Can having a better season than Jordan Henderson right now. I think Joe Gomez maybe future, Mignolet no, Matip doesn't seem to have the leadership that I want. He can't marshal the back four. Dejan Lovren's probably got that leadership skills, but hasn't got the skill set on the pitch. Moreno no, Gini Wijnaldum, yeah, actually maybe, but yeah, he's done it in the past. Do I see him as a Liverpool captain right now? Probably not. When everyone's fit, is he in the side? Maybe not. Mo Salah, no. Roberto Firmino, no. Phil Coutinho, no. So James Milner, yes, but not in the side. Don't know. Who do you think it could be? Who do you think it could be? Let me know in the comment section. Just put captain, this man here. Pioche5 says Moreno was awesome. Retro Limb, Captain Mane. There's a guy who gets the fans and he does get involved and he starts screaming at the fans and getting them involved and stuff. But is he a captain? Do you think he's a captain, Si?
No, the audio's gone again.
The audio's gone again, so it doesn't matter. So there you go. That's it. Like, so when the audio comes back, Captain Gruich, says Carlos Milos. Klopp in, Hendo out, says Bino Chetri. Mignolet says Curtis Matteson. Joshy says Mignolet as well. Anyone who was Klopp out needs to go back and watch his first press conference. Project Cody, bring back Hippier and Honcho at their age, do a better job, laugh my arse off. Lallana for captain. There's a guy who could be captain. There is a guy who could be captain. Pajak R2D2s. I don't know what that is. Mario, captain quality. Captain Markovic. Why is Genie still on the team after being a passenger for the last 4 games he started? Fucking give Gruich or Ox a chance. Captain Ox. Lallana captain. Ox should be captain. Trent, future captain. This is the best stream so far, says Jordan Beddington. There we go. Do you live stream of us watching the game sometime? We used to do that and we hate it when we lose, to be honest with you. Is the audio back?
It's just come back.
Yeah, the audio's back. Yeah, sorry, apologies. All right, okay, so we'll just wrap that up there then. Thank you very much for watching. Drop a like on the video, comment below, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Nice one.